Leslie, when you researched the Bob Noyce life and times, I'm sure that a part of that was talking with Ted, our greeter today, about the microprocessor. What research does the archive have on the history of microprocessors? And in particular, the two efforts that I'm aware of, the one with Lee Boisel at Forfait Systems, and the lesser-known effort by George Railing at Fairchild.
Right. And do you think we have anything that specific down to, I mean, there are things that I assembled as part of my collection in doing the research for the Noyce book. So for example, I interviewed Lee Boisel. I can't remember, people had to give me permission to put their interviews in the archive, so I can't remember.
Is he still alive?
He was at the time, I don't know if he still is. Ted, I looked at Ted's materials, but I don't think I had permission to just drop them in the archive. So I don't know what specifically.
Well, Ted has his own museum at his house.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't know specifically what we have on microprocessors per se.
So there would be, I can tell you for sure, are interviews with a number of the people who are involved in that story in the Silicon Genesis project, including Ted and others who were involved in that. So that would be one place to look for that kind of information. We have a number of news, again, it depends on the angle you're going for. If you want to be inside, do you want to be in the lab and know what's going on there? Are you interested in the marketing of the microprocessors, the business decisions that were made? We have things like that we were able to collect in the 1980s and 1990s, a lot of the industry newsletters, things like that, that were devoted to topics like microprocessors and so on. That might be really interesting to somebody who's looking at say, a business history topic, maybe, to see, find out information about who was getting funding at a certain point, kind of thing that might be covered in a newsletter. If somebody's interested in the invention story, the narrative around that, that wouldn't be so interesting.